So welcome back to Smile Jamaica. Andrea White is author of Breadfruit Recipes, Sweet and Savory. And animated storyteller Christine Nealwright is also with me to talk about the launch of the book that they recently had and their hopes for the book. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to Smile Jamaica. It's morning time. And I'll say, breadfruit. You love breadfruit. And breadfruit is the real bread, baby. Good morning, ladies. Talk to me first.
Okay.
Andrea, talk to me about this. What inspired this recipe book? Because a lot of people just roast breadfruit and fry breadfruit.
Well, I was looking for healthy choices to eat.
Yes.
I started off with sweet potato pudding, and then I decided to add breadfruit
Wow.
as a starch. And something happened one night. I can't remember. But I just started to work with breadfruit, and I've created all these products. That's a breadfruit pudding mix. And breadfruit is flavor neutral,
Yes.
so you can add anything to it.
It's interesting because the history of breadfruit is that they needed to get some kind of food, and they brought it here because
Right.
of how versatile it was. And now all of a sudden we've gone back full circle to realizing the versatility
Right.
of the breadfruit.
Right.
So you have breadfruit biscuits.
Right.
Tell me a little bit about the consistency of the breadfruit. How do you get it down into this kind of powder?
Well, it's a process, and I can't
Tell me,
divulge.
don't divulge.
I can't divulge everything because the mixes, if people are interested, I am willing to sell.
You're willing to sell, no
Right,
problem with that.
Right, and also,
But you have instant cereal,
that's right.
Yes.
Same thing.
and this is breadfruit
Harmony porridge.
harmony porridge.
It eats like
Hominy.
right, but it's breadfruit. So getting a great amount of breadfruit once.
Yes. What's the flavor like? Because, I like breadfruit when it kind of turn, so it's sweetish.
Right.
But if it's not sweet, it doesn't have much flavor. It kind of picks up the flavor of whatever you pair it with.
It's breadfruit is flavor neutral.
Okay.
That's why you can add just about anything to it, whatever you're cooking,
Right.
because you won't taste the flavor of the breadfruit. Because some people say, I don't taste the breadfruit. I said,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
not supposed to taste it.
Yeah. I like what you said. It's flavor neutral.
Right.
It is. It reminds me of shimmer, which is an African thing. Also
Right.
flavor neutral. But whatever it goes in, it picks up the flavor. And so you have chips.
Right. And these chips, they're actually baked.
Oh.
It's not fried.
Not fried.
Right.
And breadfruit biscuit.
Right. Well, this took me quite a while to
Come up with the other one.
how to get it crisp.
Oh.
So a couple of years, Independence Day,
Yes.
I finally got it. But I've tweaked it and made improvement to it since that.
Since that time.
Right.
So when we go into the recipe book, I'm guessing that there are recipes that will use the pudding mix, recipes that show you how to use the cereal. It says sweet and savory. What types
Well-
of recipes are we looking
Well,
at?
actually, the pudding mix is not in the book.
Oh, it's not in the book.
I'm
gonna take the book up.
I'm selling the idea and the recipe.
All right.
Because the book is, recipes in the book are really suitable for schools,
Okay.
nursing homes, hospitals, and even for newborn babies.
All right. So there's a variety. You have breakfast. You have snack in the meantime.
Right.
Lunch, main meals, and dessert. Along with the breadfruit, you've also given like complete meals.
Right.
So things that you can pair the breadfruit with. I see pumpkin mac and cheese.
Right.
And breadfruit is in the pumpkin mac and cheese?
That's right.
Okay.
Breadfruit replaces the flour that they would use to make the sauce.
Flourless pancakes.
That's right.
All right. So I want to talk to Miss Christine now. Hi, Miss Christine.
Hi, Miss Delia.
And you're animated storyteller. That's the title.
Yes, that's my
What
title.
that mean, Miss Christine?
Well, it means everything I do, it's not it is animated in the sense of getting the story out in a way that people will be attracted to it.
Okay.
Right. With the breadfruit, I've put a poem together with using history into the poem to get the actual story out in a dramatic way. And this is good, as Mrs. White said, for schools. we tend to have some issues with some children might not like this or they might not like that. But once you put your recipes together, and there's a lot of benefits in breadfruit, once they have that, they'll be fine. They'll be good again.
So tie up so the storytelling happens when you go with the recipe book. Tell me what happens.
Not just with the recipe book, but
Yeah.
in everything else that I do, it's all about animation, whether it's storytelling or writing a poem or telling a story, so to speak. I just put life into it.
Put life into it. Oh, sorry. So give me an example of what it is that you do.
All right.
Yes.
This is it. All right. Breadfruit land. Breadfruit land. Pressure land. I know Jamaica breadfruit come from. We love it bad, whether boil, bake or fry, from the South Pacific through Captain William Bligh. First planted on the island in Bath, St. Thomas. Breadfruit spread like a ita takeover. This power fruit is very good for you. Get Isle Bites breadfruit recipes, sweet and savory. With creative breadfruit meals by Andrea White, breadfruit pudding, fritters, porridge, bulla, and breadfruit stinking toe and passion. Follow she and Tonya Hannah McFashion. Breadfruit wedges, pancake, omelette, oatmeal cookies, tuna salad, veggie pumpkin mac and cheese. Me mouth a water pass one of them breadfruit there, please.
All right,
From the mulberry family, jackfruit, ficus, me no business. It no belong to
Christine,
it.
that poem that sound like it long.
It soon finish it
Okay,
right there,
all
sir.
right, finish it.
Pigs still love it. That's why we get so fat. People start to eat it. That's when the nutrition stop. Now left out the Enfield, the field of breadfruit in Enfield, Gordontown, where Hinton East prided breadfruit trees all around. If I should get into history, is one long piece of drama. Breadfruit land, I girl strong, flower sap, skin, bark, leaf, fruit, and root. I girl nah left for me, bonononos, breadfruit.
All right. So, you know, I'm the Minister of State, Floyd Green, and the Minister of Industry, Commerce, Agriculture and Fisheries was the speaker
Yes.
at the launch of the book. And he's encouraging farmers and everyone to use more breadfruit, more cassava. We import too much rice. And he's saying even for the school food feeding program, they want to go as much local as possible. So this is a great book, Andrea. As we wrap up, where can we get copies of it for persons who are interested and want to also purchase the products?
First, you go to my website, islebites.com. Also, I have it in RADA stores. It's at the Natural History Museum downtown. And it's in the village at Craft Cottage.
Craft Cottage. So
Right.
go to Craft Cottage, Isle Bites, ISLE, bites.com.
That's correct.
And you'll find out more about breadfruit. You love breadfruit. Thank you, ladies. Andrea White,
Thank
author
you.
of Breadfruit Recipes, Sweet and Savory, and Christine Neal Wright, animated storyteller. News in 5 is next.